Last year, I did a video on the French VAB T-2013. Basically, they took an old 20mm infantry fighting vehicle turret and slapped it on a VAB 4x4 armored personnel carrier. In that video, I talked about how it was used as a short-range air defense, cavalry fire support, and tank protection platform, but there was another use that I missed. During the early 2000s, French infantry companies briefly had a support platoon that also employed the T-2013 in a novel way. In VAB-equipped infantry regiments, this platoon consisted of two armored vehicles. A normal VAB for carrying two Milan anti-tank guided missile teams or ACMP teams, and a VAB T-2013 for carrying a sniper squad. Doctrinally, they'd employ one PGM 12.7mm anti-materiel rifle, although they had the inventory to operate a second if reinforced. There was also a Peugeot P4 Jeep for the platoon leader and his driver. The deputy platoon leader was part of this command group, but doctrinally rode with the snipers in the T-2013. This platoon was intended to give the company a medium-range capability, as all its key weapons were in the 1,000 to 2,000 meter range. Note that normal VABs would be armed with a 50 cal machine gun at most, and the rifle platoon's organic Eric's ATGM only had a range of about 600 meters. It's very different from today, where the support platoon operates two 81mm mortars and an Akron ATGM or MAG machine gun. Today, snipers more capable than the rifle squad's organic marksmen are a regiment-level capability. This platoon could be organized in a number of ways, because if the French do anything, it's task organizing the hell out of their small units. One was the platoon centralized under the company or combined arms tactical subgroup. The platoon would essentially be in its TO&E configuration with snipers embarked or disembarked. The second was the support platoon decentralized to the rifle platoons, so the missile, cannon, and potentially the sniper groups split up to support different maneuver platoons. And the third was company support platoons centralized at the battalion or combined arms tactical group level. In this example, like capabilities could be pooled into specialized platoons. For example, all of the snipers in a battalion task force could come together to form an ad hoc sniper platoon, while all the Milan teams could form an ad hoc anti-tank platoon or reinforce the support company. And the last I'll cover today is the support platoon reinforced with complementary supporting weapons. One way of doing it would be reinforcement from above. So for example, the attachment of two VAB Mephistos with heavy hot ATGMs from the Brigade anti-tank company to increase the combat company's anti-tank capability. Here's the organization of the VAB Mephisto company from this time period if you want to pause. It was basically 5 platoons of 3 firing vehicles each, although this would change under a mid-2000s reorganization. Alternatively, the company commander could pool resources from the rifle platoons to exercise more control over the company fire plan. For example, each rifle platoon had an Eric's ATGM group with 2 teams for a total of 6 firing posts in the company. These Eric's teams could be centralized under the support platoon temporarily, possibly as a complement to the longer range Milan. So yeah, short one today because I thought this was a little interesting and I already had the graphic made for my Instagram. Thanks for watching. Depth section is a reserve of videos I'm building up, and until I post them, they're exclusive to Patreon supporters and YouTube channel members Corporal and above. So thanks for supporting me, making this all possible, and I'll see you on the next one.